Are at Union Station via Concourse, and we're going to be taking a train to Ottawa. If you're a fan of rail or transit, you should know that Canada is doing an immense amount for local rail transit across the country. In cities such as Calgary, Edmonton, Toronto, Montreal, and Ottawa, large-scale metro expansions are happening. But what is intercity rail like in Canada? Well, that's what we're going to find out today. Today I'm going to be taking a Via Rail corridor train, which is a train that goes between the most populated part of Canada with at least usable frequencies, and we're going to be seeing what the experience is like. Union Station is at the heart of downtown Toronto at Front Street and Bay Street. Bay Street being the old financial center of, well, still is the financial center of Toronto. We're in the Bay Concourse Hall, also known as the Via Concourse. I love these old, like the old big Union stations for cities, for intercity rail. They're all very nice. I'm a bit late, so I'm going to be rushing. Here's the lineup for boarding. The train to New York leaving soon as well. This is an intermodal station between GO, the TTC, and Via Intercity Rail. Have an escalator here to get up to the platform level. And here we are. I don't think these are the new cars, which is sad. So that's in relation to the new Siemens train sets that should be coming to Via Rail. They're very, very nice, very comfortable, and very accessible, but they're not running yet. They were doing some more test runs. They'd be running by now because they got new Siemens train sets. There's a GO train over there. Cars were out of order. It went 5, 4, and then 6, which is really weird.
Get in there, I'll have a look here. 1B. 1B.
Here's the washroom.
1B.
One very interesting thing is that I bought the lowest possible ticket, which is lower than economy, and here is how much legroom I have. Are so much better than planes. I feel like too much legroom. Like, what am I supposed to do with all of this room? Like, I can, like, this is insane. There's 2 USB charging ports and 2 wall charging ports for 2 people, so 1 for each person in the set. So the security thing says HEP 1, which I'm pretty sure is an older car, but this is just me trying to continuously figure out if I'm on the new train set or not, when it's obviously not the new train set. These are apparently the HEP car. And they were built for Canadian Pacific in the 50s. God, that person's getting a tour of the
Pull this open, just like that. Over here with your hands. Pull it up. You just slide the glass, take the hammer, you can smash anywhere on any window.
Okay, so what I'm saying here, because it's annoyingly slow, is that I live on a GO train line too, and I could have taken it here if it ran on weekends, because I live on the Richmond Hill line, which even with the GO expansion is not really going to get very good upgrades, which is sad, and I really wish it wasn't the case, but there's a lot of reasons why it's like that. Then I tried to guess where this GO train coming from, and I think I settled on the Pickering line, the Lakeshore East, which is going to be through Runwich Lakeshore West soon. Actually, some of the trains are already through Run, and so, yeah. And then I say off we go, I think. And we're on. We're moving. So the last time I took Via Rail was, I think, 2 years ago when I took the train to Montreal and took another train from Montreal to Quebec City. I don't really think the services go through to Quebec City because I think it dead ends. And it was for a French exchange I did in northern Quebec, so we took the train to Quebec City and then took a bus from Quebec City northern. And yeah, so you can see many new GO trains and how the Union Station platforms are actually quite thin, but thankfully they're making more platforms and they should be just... Union Station is getting upgraded in perpetuity, basically, so. Look at that switch. Yeah.
Train 62 en route to Montreal and train 52 en route to Ottawa. Please note that both trains will stop at Guildwood, Oshawa, Coburg, Belleville, and Kingston. Then the trains will separate, and train number 62 will continue to Cornwall, Dorval, and Montreal, and train 52 will continue to Brockville, Smith Falls, Fallowfield, and Ottawa. For your safety, please familiarize yourself with the emergency features of your car by reading the pamphlet in the seat pocket in front of you and by locating the nearest emergency exit. When walking down the aisle, we recommend that you hold onto the back of the seat for stability in case the train suddenly sways while in movement. Out of consideration for passengers boarding at other stations, please occupy the seat and car shown on your boarding pass. For more peaceful travel experience, please set your phone to vibrate and use headphones with all electronic devices. All trains and station platforms are smoke-free environments. The use of electronic cigarettes is also forbidden. Please note that unsafe or disrespectful behavior towards passengers or crew members will not be tolerated, and that the consumption of personal alcoholic beverages is prohibited. If you require assistance to your destination, please let us know as soon as possible so we can make arrangements for you prior to arrival. Please have your boarding pass ready for validation. If you require further information, a crew member will be happy to assist you. Thank you and have a pleasant trip. Bonjour à tous. This Guildwood station in about 10 minutes. Thank you.
That track that we're going beside is a lot newer than the track that's furthest to the left. It's interesting. It's very bright out. It's quite nice. Look at those missing middle housing over there. Oh. I think we're in Scarborough. We're along Danforth Street Road. I don't know. Sorry, my Toronto geography could use some work. Alright, let's see how this misaligned tray table falls. That was actually fine. That's an interesting sound.
Your attention please, Guildwood station.
We literally just have the GO station for Guildwood. Look at those platforms. You don't have those at the Richmond Hill GO line. Look at that highway GO station. We're going pretty fast. And there is the GO storage and maintenance center. Very cool, very cool. The Whitby Rail Maintenance Facility. See, this looks more like what the Richmond Hill line station looks like for me. We're at the Durham College Oshawa. I mean, I think it's just the Oshawa station.
Oshawa station. Votre attention, s'il vous plaît, à la gare de Oshawa.
That line of people that just left that bus. Very cool, very cool. There definitely should be much better transit-oriented development once they get the full service. I mean, there already is pretty like good service to Oshawa, but you know. We are in farmland. Cool. This could really use an IHOP 6-lane highway going through it. It'd be so cool to like live on one of these farms and just see trains going by all the time. Like, I mean, it might get annoying, but I don't think I get annoyed. I don't know. I said that now. Also, this wine is like horrible. It's disgusting. It's horribly disgusting. So I am now the person that's supposed to open the door at the back. But also just realized that I'm literally on the last car. So let's go look at. To slow down because of the freight. Well, the freight train right beside us. Lovely graffiti though. Quite nice. I don't like the color scheme. That could be better. Yo, what's this? No, the train's been delayed over an hour. I'm actually so cheesed. The train has split into two, and one half goes to Montreal, and this half is going to go to Ottawa, and we got a new announcer. So, crossing the middle of a town, like this is like, that's just the person's backyard. Like, what? So, it's been a week and a half since that trip, and what are my thoughts? Well, as you may have heard in the video, I did not like the fact that the train was delayed by over an hour. And this is the norm. Via Rail trains regularly delayed because they shared the corridor with freight trains. We need to have legislation that either makes sure that passenger rail get priority or build our own new tracks, which is kind of a plan that Via Rail has. Either high-speed rail or high-frequency rail, which is a really weird program, is what is hopefully happening in the future of Via Rail that I might make a video on in the future. But considering I spent a year in England, I experienced much more convenient intercity rail, where I could just go to the station, get on a train, and go to London. And England doesn't even have the best intercity rail at all, like by any standard. So there's a lot we can do to improve. And considering how much we're doing to improve local urban rail in Ontario and in Canada, I'm sure we can make strides with intercity rail. And especially at least just bringing us back to the coverage we had in the 70s, which was a lot bigger. I almost missed the train open house in Ottawa that I was really looking forward to, that I made a video on because of this delay. So there are my thoughts on intercity rail. The new Siemens charger sets are good news, and hopefully it just goes up from here and it gets better. Thank you, and hope you enjoyed.
Au nom de Via Canada et de tous les membres de l'équipe, je vous souhaite la bienvenue à bord des trains numéros 62 et 52. Train 62 à destination de Montréal et train 52 à destination de Ottawa. Veuillez noter que les deux trains s'arrêteront aux gares de Guildwood, Oshawa, Cobourg, Belleville et Kingston. Par la suite, les trains se sépareront. Le train 62 continuera aux gares de Cornwall, Dorval et Montréal. Et le train 52 continuera aux gares de Brockville, Smithfield, Fallowfield et Ottawa. Pour votre sécurité, veuillez vous familiariser avec les consignes d'urgence de votre voiture en lisant les dépliants situés dans la pochette du siège devant vous et en repérant les sorties de secours les plus près. Si vous devez vous déplacer dans l'allée, nous vous recommandons de tenir le dossier des sièges afin de garder votre équilibre en cas de mouvement brusque du train. Par respect pour les passagers qui embarqueront d'autres gares, veuillez occuper la voiture et le siège indiqué sur votre carte d'embarquement. Afin d'assurer un voyage paisible, veuillez mettre votre téléphone en mode vibration et utiliser les écouteurs avec tout appareil électronique. Nos trains et les quais des gares sont des environnements sans fumée. La cigarette électronique est également interdite. Veuillez noter qu'aucun comportement dangereux ou irrespectueux envers les passagers ou l'équipage ne sera toléré et que la consommation de boissons alcoolisées personnelles est interdite. Si vous avez besoin d'assistance à destination, veuillez nous en aviser le plus tôt possible pour que nous puissions prendre les arrangements nécessaires avant l'arrivée. Veuillez s'il vous plaît préparer votre carte d'embarquement pour la validation. Si vous avez des questions, adressez-vous à un membre de l'équipe de bord et ça sera un plaisir de vous répondre. Merci et bon voyage!